Find my glasses. This guy's gonna come back again. That's better. Didn't feel like shaving today. It's a cloudy day. Drizzle on and off. At Marcus Hook. Oh boy. So far, I just caught. Oh, here's a damn trap. What's up, Jeff? How you doing? Got another filmer out here taking photos. I don't think he's taking video, but he could be with his camera, DSLR. What's going on, Jeffrey? Caught a couple CSX today. They had a bunch of X trains running today. I guess there's some Q's out there too. But let me flip on CSX. I might be able to hear them here. But train's been backed up on CSX. Caught an X410 and an X301. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, 301. Steam on the Wilmington Western Railroad don't run until October 9th. Yeah. CSX, well, Conrail, is working this refinery over here, too. And they've been switching cars back and forth over here. It's just pretty cool. There's some stuff coming out of Baltimore now. Yeah, there should be a bunch of stuff coming out of Baltimore. I was in Baltimore yesterday at the Trolley Museum. I saw one train all day. Hey, Dwight Curley. What's going on? Saw one train all day. We were there from like, I don't know, 9:30 to 5, almost 5:30. Saw one train. Look at you taunting me with your Conrail thumbnail. That's right, Pappy. What's up, Pappy? How you doing? You working today? I gotta taunt you with my Conrail thumbnail. I hope to catch it again one day. but it probably doesn't look as good as it did back then. Now they all look like shit. Uh, so were you playing with your trains yesterday, Pappy, last night? Running them? Stuck at work. Yeah, you gotta work on weekend too, right? On tomorrow too. Yeah. Hey, you hear that? Toot toot. They might come back. I don't know. CSX is working. Well, it's really Conroe. They're working the refinery right here by the corridor. Can't really see what's going on there. It's not really worth watching. Q410 is a huge train today, and there's an X300 coming too. Yeah, there's a lot of X's. A lot of X's today from all the rain and delays that we had. What's on Sunday? Stuck at work on Sunday. Yeah, Pappy works whenever he's got to work, man. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. House and Pepper Incorporated. What's up, Anthony D? How are you? Not many Amtrakers today either. I missed one, two. I only caught two now. So this is Sunday. Big SEPTA trains today. 6 cars today, Jeff. There's something going on downtown. Freedom America, some bullshit like that. Pappy's working, and we're just chilling. Dwight Curley, you should keep running that train on that test track back and forth and just let it run and watch it. It'll inspire you to start doing your layout. Tearing it down and starting over again, Dwight, sadly to say. Or just tear up the problem parts. I believe Q410 has an SD Mac on it. Where do you get that information from? You heard that about what? Got the main line power down now, replace a spot. Yeah, but what about your track though, Dwight? 911 was on the lead yesterday on 37A. I missed it. I did see in the morning when we were going down 95 um, a train coming out of Harrisburg right as you on the Port Road there heading down towards the corridor. So what would it be? I don't know. Southbound? I don't know. But it wasn't 911 though. I was around 8 o'clock, 8:30. What am I up to today? Nothing, Rick. What are you up to today? Someone in Baltimore who's Ralph Hennington. Oh, yeah, Ralph in Baltimore. Yeah, one train all day, man. That's all I saw. That's all we saw there. One train. Flooding, man. Trains can't float. They can't run through water. What are you up to today, Rick Valley? I know where you're at. Smells dogs barking. I did run the new engine around a few times. It told me the bad spots. Cool. Well, I hope you fix them, Dwight, so that you can run trains. What's the rest of you folks up to today? What's the weather like where you all are? I know what it's like where Rick and Jeff are. It's cloudy here. What's it like there in farm country, Dwight? I don't know, man. I hate to do it, but I think I'm gonna have to get a new phone soon. My battery just doesn't last like it used to. Any tips and tricks on getting your battery to work better? Yeah, they had a bunch of problems at Horseshoe Curve. Helpers were low on water and fuel, and MS was having load issues. Helpers had to be tied down on the front end of the pole. Oh, well. Well, I guess it made it into Ellesmere, or Willsmere, or Ellesmere? Yeah, Ellesmere, or wherever it goes. Edgemore, I don't know. Wherever the NSCR is. Waiting on other results. How much longer you got to stay in quarantine? Poor John, he don't have nothing to do, man. He's probably going crazy. Maybe you start a. Even even Amtrak was down for a while. I don't understand, man, how in New York City they had all them people die. I guess from flooding. Like what? Like they knew something was coming. That's crazy. I guess the subways flooded. SEPTA didn't have any problems with their subway. That was running fine. SEPTA didn't have any problems at all. Not that I know of. I thought for sure they would. Keep the phone plugged in. Yeah, I do, man. But I don't know, man. It doesn't work too good. I got it plugged in now. I got it plugged in my cigarette lighter. I don't know if that matters. I don't know, man. It sucks. So it'll probably die, and if I disappear, my battery died. What's up, Dwayne? How are you, man? How's your weather out there? How'd you guys do with the storm? I know Pittsburgh didn't do too good. It's got to go to boss's page of me. Don't answer, dude. Tell him you were in the bathroom. All right, Pappy. Have a good day. See you, man. Damn bosses. They leave people alone. Let them live in peace. It's funny how I know the train is behind me, but I hear when he blows the horn an echo in this like little, I don't want to say valley, but it is kind of a valley because the ground starts going up and it echoes. Ghost trains. Off and on rain today. It just drizzled for 2 seconds. And that was it. I mean, I had 20 spots on my window, and that was it. It's supposed to rain on and off, but nothing here. I don't know. Rick Bill, you been playing with your trains at least, man? Doing something to keep you busy? Since you're feeling fine, but you just can't go out. Guess you could, but you don't want to be a super spreader, Rick. What's up, Nancy? Caught you live. How are y'all? I'm fine. How are y'all? How are you? So it's just like the coronavirus. Nobody is taking it serious. And the new variant, nobody's taking it serious. That's why they're dying. Guess so, maybe. I don't know. I guess. I don't know, man. Yeah, but see, like, that's different. Okay? I get where you're going with that. The coronavirus, you can't see it, right? You don't know where it's been, who has it. You can see rain coming. You can see a storm coming. So I just can't buy that. Sorry, man. Think up another excuse. I mean, you know it's raining, right? It's pouring out, right? And you know there's going to be a lot of rain because they're predicting it. And you're by the river. Like, where do you think it's going, man? Like, the river here, the Delaware River, which is only 2 miles down from me now, is still high. There's so much trash out on the river, trees and logs and debris that came down from everywhere. Where is this water going, man? It's like the bathtub, dude. You keep filling the bathtub up, it overflows. So it's got to go somewhere. What's up, Mr. John? How are you, my friend? So, I mean, in Philly, there was a road called the Vine Street Expressway. It's like you have street level, right? And then the Vine Street goes down, right? And it's a big 6-lane highway. 6 lanes, okay? There's no real shoulders on it, but it's 6 lanes. It's probably 20 feet down from like the road surface, the main road in the city, right? The city streets. And it's right next to the river. Well, that flooded about, I would guess, 10, 12 feet of water. 6 lanes for I don't know how far. So they said the pumps failed. I um, I don't know. Maybe they did, but all of them failed. I don't know. So no, I think it just happened so fast that some places just got overwhelmed. Now to set the subway pumps, they were fine. Water was coming in some places because the subway over there going from one part of the city to the other part of the city is uh, 14 feet deep. Yeah, it could be. Where I saw it at the signs, the overpass sign, and how close the water looked to the signs. But what do I know? So anyway, um, so the tunnel for the trolleys and the L's and all for SEPTA runs under the river. It runs under the river, or yeah, in the river. Water coming in at some of the stations, but um, they just sandbagged and their pumps were able to keep up with it and keep the tunnels from flooding. What happened to RG Yard in Philadelphia? I don't know. I didn't see any pictures of RG Yard being flooded. I saw some pictures behind the yard, and the water was really low, really high on the river there. And I saw them out checking on the bridge that goes across the river into the yard, because that's the Schuylkill River there, and even up on the Vine Street is the Schuylkill River. Um, uh, Schuylkill River is like the biggest river in Philadelphia, probably. Beside the Delaware River. Two big rivers. Delaware River being the biggest river. Um, and the Schuylkill River empties into the Delaware River. So, but yeah. I don't know, those poor folks up in New York City, man. I feel bad for them. I think more people died up there than in New Orleans. I did many people die in New Orleans, John? Yeah, you're used to it. You're still evacuated. Yeah, yeah, man. It's probably going to be a while before you get power. And see, our president came down there to visit and see how everything is, and tell you everything's going to be okay. Maybe that's why CSX wasn't running. Oh, that's why CSX wasn't running much. Did you just like there were pictures of the I guess they can't run on the High Line everywhere. I don't know if the High Line comes back down. I really don't know how that works up there, how the trackage works up there. I don't know if it comes back down to the other the normal line, I want to say, because I don't know what they call it. So but yeah, man, it was bad up there, man. There were people like every place along the river got flooded. I saw pictures of parking lots in like right next to the river because along the river people built townhomes and condos, and there's big office buildings. There's a walking trail. There's all this stuff. People want to be by the water. Well, the parking lots, dude, you could see the tops, the roofs, just the roofs of the cars in the parking lots. So, man, there was a lot of water here. Still is a lot of water. They're pumping it. And I don't get that, right? You're just pumping it, right? You're pumping it back into the river, and the river can't handle what it's got. So it's got to come back, right? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, not as well. That's good. Yeah, yeah. I just don't understand it. I don't understand why so many people died in New York City. Last I heard, it was like over 40 people. I don't know what it is now. That was yesterday. I don't know. Yeah, the Wilmington Western didn't have a scratch, man. Nothing happened to them. Think what happened was like the storm, like Baltimore, nothing in Baltimore. And usually when it rains down there, it floods really bad. And it kind of like went around the city, Baltimore, there where the museum is and everything. It kind of just went around it, and I guess it did the same over here in Wilmington. Because right here where I am now, at my house, we got rain, but we didn't get a lot of rain, and no damage. There weren't even branches down. I didn't see branches down. So that just told me we got some wind, but not a lot of wind. There were there were no puddles. Here's a cellar. He's flipping around. Yeah, so there was a lot of wind, but not much rain. But I did hear Baltimore or Pittsburgh got pretty beat up. Serious flooding in the subways, a lot of lower areas. Dwayne, I heard Pittsburgh got beat up pretty bad. What did you hear? What's the story there? When it made landfall down here, it was moving at a quick 15 miles per hour, which lessened the rainfall for us. That I guess you know you got spared down there, which is good because you guys been through a lot. You guys go through a lot when we get these storms down there in New Orleans and Mississippi, and anytime you can get spared is a good thing, man. 5 inches of rain in 24 hours. I don't know. I guess that's a lot. There were places here that I heard, got like 9 inches of rain, not in 24 hours. like in a matter of like a couple of hours. I, I saw videos of some places that had like the road and then like the road and then like a hill that went up the road, and it looked like waterfalls. Like the water was coming off these fields and whatever it was, grassy areas, I don't know what they were, so violently and so much it looked like a waterfall. It just looked, it was incredible. It was just crazy. So yeah, it was pretty, and then it was pretty intense. And then I saw like my friend Rich Discoveries. He lives up in Connecticut, like up around Wallingford and I guess Hartford. I don't know what else is up there, but he had video of like creeks, like and creeks, like so flooded that within feet of like road overpasses. So it was crazy, and it's not over yet. I think they said there are still 2 more months of hurricanes possibility. Possible with 40 people were in the subway that got trapped down there. They could be. Norfolk is running, yeah. Norfolk Southern closed the Lehigh line. I told you that, guys, the other day. But on Friday, I started talking about that too. Closed the Lehigh line during that night because it had trees down and flooding. And yeah, rivers and streams are loaded, yeah. Tracks were affected south of NEC line washouts, yeah. Washouts, man. I was on pictures of washouts on Facebook that were like, oh, man. Oh, I saw a picture yesterday. There is New Hope and Ivyland Railroad. They're flooded, man. And there's a part of, they connect to, they're in Pennsylvania and they can connect to the Blackwell. Huge washout. The, the tracks are just dangling. The trestle from Flemington. I can't see it getting fixed and be millions and millions of dollars, but who knows? Washouts everywhere, man. Yeah. Suck River rose 14 feet. Never heard of that river. I mean, like downtown Pittsburgh is like surrounded by rivers, right? You got right there by the stadium is three rivers, right? And they had to be like a mess. Like I guess I didn't hear much about like their subway system if it got flooded, but maybe it did. Maybe their pumps helped them out. Yeah, things are slowly getting back to traveling. You know, trains are running behind, but they're running. So your Amazon packages might be late if they went by train or FedEx or UPS. UPS and FedEx will be late. Speaking of, man, I was so excited, man, to get this little thing. This little thing I ordered, it's a shutter bug. It's a shutter release, and you can use it for your camera, for your phone. Um, it works with Bluetooth, so like you can control your video and your camera. You just turn it on, turn it off, or take a picture or start video. You can't like zoom or nothing with it. It was only $18, $20. Don't work. Won't work with my phone. It says it works like from 30 feet away. Uh, Activate camera. Snap a photo. I don't know. Maybe I'll bring it inside and it says it pairs. There's no real directions with it. So, and there's an app you can get for this. The freaking app you gotta buy. And It's not worth it at that point. I mean, it's cool. It's a cool idea, but no, not for my phone. Maybe your phone. Yeah. I see them on Facebook, on Facebook groups. You know, I belong to a bunch of different groups on Facebook, and people have been posting all kinds of pictures. And so that's where I see all these photos at. And yeah, eh, I mean, we hope we'll get back to normal. I guess they, I don't know if they got some washouts or what, but I'm sure they do. What are you gonna do? Yeah, 14 feet, man. Where's the water supposed to go? 14 feet. It's just amazing that all this water came, right? Where's it going, man? Like, where does it, I can't see it going anywhere fast, right? It fills the creeks, goes into the creeks go into the rivers eventually go into the ocean. So, it's not evaporating fast enough, I don't think. So, I think the creeks and the rivers, well, I think the rivers are probably going to be high for a while. And some of the creeks will be too, I would assume, but I don't know nothing. I just know, you can't like keep filling one thing up and expect nothing to happen. You know, 032 just got the Wills mirror. Yeah, wow. Somebody just texted me. So trains are late today too. It's already 2:30, and that train usually comes through here like around 11:30, 11 o'clock. So it's filling the river back up from the drought. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I don't think we've had a pretty rainy summer. I don't think we have a drought. See you, Dwayne. Take care. Thanks for stopping by, man. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Have some barbecue hot dogs for us or something. Eat a couple for the folks here. Um, yeah, I don't. I mean, some places probably were low, but we got a lot of rain this summer. It's hard to believe it's September, man. It'll be November before you know it. So I committed and bought another razor today. I'm gonna try that out. I hate shaving, man. I really do. I'm thinking about getting an electric razor, but I kind of don't know which one to get. I'm gonna look around. Don't let me know who that is at Ellesmere Junction, but I gotta pronounce not Joe Kemp. It's not Joe Kemp. Uh, Mystic, how's things going, man? Do you miss your trains? I would, dude. I think you need to make like a little briefcase train so you can like bug out with it. Yeah, Ian. I was talking to Ian last night, and they let him go early last night. He did 3 hours yesterday. It was like worthless to go in. I guess they're done cleaning up storm damage up there in North Jersey, and they get paid too much, so they're like the last guys to get called to go other places. So otherwise, they would probably be on the road somewhere cleaning messes up all over the country, probably in the path of the storm. But it's just something to think, that that storm traveled all those miles and just caused damage along the whole way, man. Just wreaked havoc of one sort or another to millions of people. Joining Audubon Heights. Hey, you should join, man. It's a cool little group. I don't know how they are about people joining, if they're picky or I don't know. Check it out. Yeah, I bet you're homesick, man. Waiting on. Waiting. Are you at a hotel or friends or family in Lafayette? And how far is Lafayette from New Orleans? Hard to get. That's fun. That was a nice scanner. Never hear nothing there. Oh, it's CSX. What the heck did he say? Something stop. Um, yeah, I heard the Deputy podcast. Brian was saying there were lines out to the highways. He said it's insane. Like they need to start trucking stuff in. You know, stay in your cousin's house. Oh, good man. 2 hours. It's not that far though. But you're fortunate that you have someplace to go. Right? There's people that are probably in shelters and probably will be for a while. That's sucks. Shelter. I've never been in one, but I'm sure it's gotta suck huge. Yeah, I mean yeah, you're fortunate, and it's good that you realize that you are, because there's people that are a lot worse, a lot worse off. People that don't have a house to go back to. You know, there's nothing. It's gone. Everything is gone. If you had a tornado come through and it wiped your house out, all your belongings are all over the neighborhood, all over your lawn, all everywhere. Who knows where some of them are? It's crazy, man. It's just crazy. I'm thinking a lot about the railroad. I'm excited about getting to work on it. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I bet you. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that'd be fun to go back and start working on the railroad once you get everything else sorted out. Yeah, yeah, it is really slow on Amtrak today. I only saw two SEPTA trains. And I've been here for a little while. I didn't just get here when I started streaming. Now that's cool. I didn't know you had some hoppers. I wondered if you had hoppers. I was surprised to see Brian had hoppers at Iron Horse. Hey Gary, how are you? Happy holidays to you. I was surprised to see Brian had hoppers. Even one hopper qualifies. There's so many challenges out there, I can't keep up with them, truthfully. And I haven't been watching them. Just kind of, it's too many. And these goofy names they're coming up with. I don't know what they're doing, man. They're like crazy. Steve's challenge. Steve Childers challenge. I don't know. What's it called? The gas something? I don't know. It's crazy. It's a crazy name for a challenge. But it's all fun, I guess. I like Anthony Dodge's hopper challenge. Anthony can do passenger train challenge. Dude, you can't compare Bud like that. Someone's discomfort may be worse than yours, but it doesn't mean you aren't hurting too. No, you're right, Anthony. Survive today and hope tomorrow gets better. Yeah, that's the truth, man. Got the spot fixed. Rain went through it, and no problem. Hi, J7. I always have to think who these J7s are. J people. Dwight, you got to try some of your other trains too to make sure that they get through it too. Don't just try to one because, yeah, my little engines, they get hung up on this one spot, man. Pisses me off. Doesn't matter if it's going forward or reverse. Pisses me off. Uh, but, worst comes to worst, I just run my little Alco. I love that little engine. That's that's my favorite. Running, sounding, looking. Well, looking. I like my Conrail quality engines that I just got. Um, just because I like Conrail. But my CSX runs good there, though. So I don't understand. Like, my CSX runs good. My Broadway Limited piece of shit runs good when it runs. Uh, and sometimes my Atlas GP38 runs good, but that damn um, SD70 Mac, every time it goes over this spot, it derails. Every stinking time. I swear if I didn't love that engine so much, I'd smash it into a million pieces. That very first engine sucks. Yeah, it's crazy how. I I don't know. People say check the wheel, check the wheels to make sure they're engaged. They're engaged. I mean, and even if they aren't totally engaged, how do you get them engaged on your engine? That's a big question. That's a question for questions from the truck. That's a good question. I should write it down. 300's departing Ellesmere behind 032. Oh, that's cool. I'm not far from it, but I don't think I'll go up there and catch it. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe I will. I don't know. Talk me into it. I'll go stream up there, jump off of this, and then go up there and stream. Maybe. Maybe. Talk me into it. There ain't jack crap here, man. I don't know if Amtrak's still having problems somewhere or what the deal is. I don't know. I know it's a Sunday, but geez, some Sundays I can catch 10, 12 trains. I don't know what the hell the deal is, man. Yeah, I figured you'd say that, Jeff. I was really hoping to catch some NS over here. NS could be like using this galore right now. because there's nothing on it. Like, man, and then that, like, I don't know what day it was. My buddy Greg was down here, and he had sent me a picture of the Amtrak diesel engine, single engine working, their MOW engine, and NS were up here. He got them side by side. I was so ticked off, and it was like, I don't know, around 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Man, if I was retired, I'd be driving around to visit some of you guys. Not you, Anthony Todd. Yeah, I would be too, man. Man, my ideal thing would be like to get a new van, right? Get a trailer, load it up with tools, right? And then just drive around the country and do work and chase trains while I'm doing work. You know, work a couple days somewhere and then chase some trains in that area. Then move on, work somewhere, chase some trains, and then keep doing it. I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah, cool way. CSX. Yeah, cool way to get around the country. I'm never going to be retired. That's the thing. So that's a possibility. You know, there's a strong possibility that I could do something like that. Especially if I went and did work at museums, different museums around the country. Um, I don't know. I'm old now. I don't know that I want to do that shit. But I don't know. You never know. I'd come see you, Anthony D. We could go to Tony Paco's. I hear a train. 6:05. Finally figured out these Amtrak numbers. So even numbers run. I forget. North, and I think odd numbers run south, or vice versa. Zoom. I know you love the high speed trains. Yeah, Anthony, we can go to Tony Paco's, and I forget where you're at. Where are you at, Anthony? Cleveland or Columbus? We could do some train chasing, chase some freight trains. And talk German. Toledo. I don't know where that is. I just learned where Columbus was, like in relation to other things. I think it's north, right? It's like above Columbus, right? Yeah. I want to try Tony Paco's. It's not a place I would eat at every day, but when you're traveling, you want to go to those like iconic places in each area. You know, that's like people come here. It's funny too because like you're a local, right? But Tony Paco's is really good, right? And all the tourists probably go there too, right? We have places here like all tourists go to, like Pat Steaks and Gino's Steaks. The locals don't go there, man. They suck. Right? There's way better places to get cheesesteaks, right? So it's like it's crazy, but you got to go try the local cool places that you've never been to, right? The iconic places that each little town has. I'm confused. AD is in Germany, right? No. Anthony Tosh is in Ohio. He likes German. He has German trains. He speaks German. Come on, John. Seriously, dude? You're just joking. You're pulling our arms. And just on the border with Michigan, due south of Detroit, about 50. Is that where Toledo is? Really? So it's like north and like west. Klinger's from Toledo. He always used to talk about Toledo. Lebanese too. Is Toledo like a Lebanese? Do they have a Lebanese area? Just talking about Klinger. Our favorite show, MASH, right? Everybody loved MASH. Folks of a certain age would remember. Say, right there. Yeah, he talked about tacos. Yeah, talked about his I don't know, what do you call his grandma in Toledo? I forget. But he was Lebanese. Was he? I wonder. I guess I know he was Lebanese in real life, right? But what was Klinger? Was Klinger like? I guess he was. Who was Klinger's first? Max Klinger, right? I guess he never. What was his nationality on the show? Can't remember. Danny Thomas was from Toledo too, and he was Lebanese. Yeah, cool. I have a Lebanese cousin. They're cool. Uh, he married my cousin, who's Italian, and he used to play percussions and drums and all. So he used to play in these Lebanese clubs in the city, and they always had belly dancers and stuff. Um, so when we had parties, like birthday parties for like you know our uncles or grandfathers, our one grandfather, he would bring the belly dancers from work, and Jamie Farr, yeah, and he would bring the belly dancers from work, and that was like, ooh man, I was like a young kid, 9, 10, seeing these belly dancers. It's like, whoa, they're cool. Nancy, you're still here, but yeah, yeah, that would be that. So that would be my cool thing if I could do it. Get a new van, a trailer, and or a RV and a trailer. That's a train just called Silverside, so he's close to where I usually go. Never make them too close. Um, what do you call it? I forget what I was talking about. Go on. Just like that. Boom, going. Oh yeah, RV and a trailer, loaded with my tools and go around. Change trains and do carpentry work. Be a good way to see the country. Just go with the weather, you know. In the winter, head south. In the summer, head north. See all my friends in the north. In the Northlands. I gotta tell you something. I don't like traveling north. always like, I always gravitate south when I go anywhere. Doesn't even matter the season. I don't know why. It's just like, north is cold. I don't care what time of year it is. It's just cold in my head. When it's really not, probably this time of year. But yeah, I don't really travel north much. Danny Thomas lives around the corner from us when I was a kid. Oh, that's pretty cool. I have met Jamie for a real name, Jamie Farah, a couple times. That's cool. He still looks pretty damn good, man. I see pictures of him. He still looks good. He's got to be in his 70s or 80s by now. CSX Equipment Detector. Outpost 21.0. train. How many axles? Let's say. That's a small train, Jeff. It's not a big train. 300 axles. It's not big. When I was a kid, I watched MASH. Yeah, I watched MASH all the time. Carrie later went on to prison for murder. That's not good, man. At least you didn't follow him. Yeah, MASH. I love MASH. MASH. That was a good show I always watched. As a kid, like Batman. Batman the show, not Batman the cartoon. And Superman the show, not the cartoon. Cartoon-wise, I love the Flintstones, man. My dad reminded me of Fred Flintstone. He was Fred Flintstone to the T. I love Fred Flintstone and the Flintstones and the Jetsons. Yesterday, he only had 12 axles. That's sad. Yeah, 300 axles. It's not bad. That's a decent train. It's not the 700 and 800 axle monsters that we were getting there for a while. I haven't seen them for a while. I don't know what happened to them. I guess business is slow. Should start picking up now. Christmas is coming. Containers will start picking up. UPS trailers, FedEx. Yeah, it'll start picking up. Amazon is trying out CSX. So we'll see what happens with that. You know, Amazon. Everybody loves Amazon. I feel bad.
3204 eastbound, main 1, clear West Southfield, 3061.
3061. 3061. That's nothing. Which train has this SD70 Mac? Is it leading? Oh, it's starting to rain. I feel the drops. You were named after a mafia hitman. Anthony? Oh, be careful around you, AD. So, John Mystic, did you really think that he was in Germany? Or are you just kidding us? What's up, Les? How are you? Z384, what train is that? I don't know. He didn't say Z384. Did he? I don't know. Rewind it and say. How you doing, Les? Oh, Les, man, I could watch those. You could just set up a camera and just leave it and not do nothing. And just let it go through the countryside. The cows and the trains. And you could watch that all day. I'm on the Philly Sub East feed. I'm on my scanner. I don't know. Where's this 384 at? Never heard of that one. Where did you say he was? I can only hear with my scanner right around here, so I can't hear anywhere far. 384, huh? It's interesting. Been going an hour. It's hard to believe, man. Today's the 5th, right? Of September? It's crazy. I'm in Philly by Vine Street, 384. Are you becoming west? That's That's 032
All
right
right,
there.
217, your train looks good as well, y'all. Stay there.
Out 217, he must be checking out 217's train as he passed him. 384, huh? Vine Street. Wah. There comes 217 west. Oh, now my interest is peaking. 384. Maybe it's a combo, like of a bunch of trains. I can't hear the Z675, did he say? I'm hearing these trains that I've never heard before. I think we're in the Twilight Zone or something. Oh, boy. But anyway, that's it. So I just saw a couple Amtraks here.
3204 East Track 1. Clear East Beltsville. 3061.
Keep missing this symbol. Because I don't recognize it, I guess. I don't know. Once are just flying by like the trains. Yeah, they fly by like Amtrak. It would have been better sitting at CSX, seeing all that action. I was there. I caught 2 trains. And then I was waiting on, I guess, 031, and I didn't hear nothing. So I was like, I guess it's not going to come for a little while. So I decided, well, I'm sure to catch something over here on the Amtrak. So I came over here. I saw some CSX working over there. NS, Conrail. And caught a couple trains here, but yeah, thinking it's an empty coal train. It could very well be. There were a couple CN units on up in Philly the other night, before the storm, I think it was. Well, the night of the storm, I heard them talking to them. Yeah, they were trying to figure out what to do with them, get them out of the way. Excuse me, out of the way. So it could very well be. That's the deal. All right. So I'm going to end this, right? But I'm going to come back, and I'm going to be over on CSX when I come back. See you in 5 minutes. I was waiting for dispatch to come back. Z676. I just heard that dude talking. All right, I'm going to go over to CSX. I'll see you guys in a little bit.